Welcome back to the show. Again, I'm Jay Stoyan. You're watching Pressbox. Hey, and before we get started, we're live on Facebook, so do comment and we will comment back. Thanks again for supporting us. On the show today, we have on owner-operator at Resolution Fitness, Paul Gabay. Paul, thanks for being on the show today.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
This is great. Now, we go back a little bit, Paul. I think we've been interacting probably online for about maybe 3-4 years, perhaps.
Yeah, I would say it goes far back then at this point, yeah.
I think so, either through LinkedIn and or Instagram. I know we have been interacting and I've been following you guys. And I want to let everybody know that Paul was so nice and generous. He supported our December 1st fundraiser at Legion 60 out here in Burlington. It was a sold out show showcasing the veterans, showcasing our employment programs. And Paul was kind enough to donate. You tell us what you donated, Paul.
A few accessories that could be used in the adaptive community. Some bands, accessories, balls, just some mixture of products, primarily some Stroops exercise bands that are great for resistance training and easy to set up. So I'm happy that the prizes went well, and I look forward to working with you again over time.
Yeah, they went well. We had a really nice silent auction table, so they were part of our silent auction prizes. I think we had about maybe, I'm going to say up to 40 gifts on our table, and I think pretty much everyone went. We had door prizes. So again, that was our fundraiser. The Disability Channel, we showcase our employment programs for persons with disabilities and veterans through the endorsement and funding of the Ontario government and now the federal government. So if you're interested in learning about new media skills or just try something new, either become a talk show host like myself or behind the camera as an audio person or a camera editing, social media, give us a call or check out our website, www.thedisabilitychannel.ca. Paul, thanks so much. So let's talk about your career. Now, I know you've been in the fitness world for some time. So tell us about your shirt and tell us about your company. Then I got a lot of great follow-up questions. So let's go first about your company.
Okay. Well, my company, Resolution Fitness, specializes in traditional exercise equipment with a focus on adaptive and wheelchair accessible products as well. I've been in health and fitness ever since university, selling retail fitness equipment at some of the big stores. And then over time, found myself personal training, doing some group fitness from spin classes to boot camps. And all that's kind of evolved to me starting my own business to kind of deliver all the products and services and information that I've kind of amassed over the number of years. And the focus on adaptive fitness really stuck out to me in the last 3 to 4 years, in the sense that I saw a lot of need in that area, and a lot of people who could be in the fitness community or various communities and health clubs that aren't properly being serviced. So started to bring those products to the forefront. And my goal is to have the largest catalog of adaptive and wheelchair accessible products for those living with a disability.
Well, I really commend you on that. That's obviously what we wanted to touch on, right? The accessible part of the fitness. So tell us now, you are an able-bodied person, or kind of like all of us, kind of able-bodied, kind of disabled. We're a little bit of both, right? So being an able-bodied guy, though, what gave you the inspiration to get into, I guess, our world? Like, tell us that story.
It was kind of strange, really, because like I grew up, and in my life, like when I was younger, even especially elementary, I was exposed to people living with disabilities, like as a child, and for some reason that just dropped off. I never saw people like that throughout main areas of my life, from my health club to my profession, and especially being in health and fitness as long as I've had. I was exposed to the traditional fitness equipment, treadmills, bikes, ellipticals, home gyms that are typically designed for able-bodied people. But throughout the years, I've been to trade shows in the US. I've been exposed to different brands of products, and there's always been a lot of, maybe I shouldn't say a lot, but there's been a variety of products that have been on the market, typically skewed towards rehabilitation, that can be beneficial to a lot more people that I felt had exposure to it. And through through working with one of my customers, a university in Toronto, they were at one point a few years back trying to make one of their fitness spaces more inclusive because of the number of people that attend their university who were living with disability that hadn't been properly serviced. And it was interesting that they'd asked that question, because I was like, you know what, I know of quite a few brands and seen a lot of stuff. Like, give me some time to kind of pull some stuff together. And that kind of all happened around the time where I was starting my business. And once I did that deep dive, I felt, wow, like they're like this, every university should have these products, every rec center should have these products. And it's kind of grown in a way where now I'm trying to present that as one of the products that I lead with. Not every condo, not every school, not every corporation necessarily bites when I present those options first, but I'm trying to make a point of letting them know that these products exist, and hopefully the more people that know these products exist will start to really understand the need for them. And
well, as you're speaking, I'm watching our Facebook page and people are commenting about that. Like, that's great. I love that you sort of outside of your own box and you realize there was a need for, the ability world to get involved in fitness. Now, you also said that you're a personal trainer, and I want to ask you a couple of questions about that. So obviously, I would assume you train able-bodied people and people with disabilities.
I really haven't trained too many people living with disabilities. Although I've been a personal trainer, it's not been one of my main practices. I've actually been more of a group fitness coach, from spin to boot camps, and that was a little bit more my kind of earlier training years, within the last 10 to 15 years. But with regards to the groups and people that I've worked with and been exposed to, not that I've been the actual trainer, I've been working with Wheelchair Rugby Canada with regards to their events. Their third one that I'll be a part of, their national championships happening in Calgary. I'll be out there with them.
Doing what now? Tell me what you'd be doing with them.
Basically, I'm going to be showcasing some of the products that I sell. I also sponsor the Rising Star, or you can almost call it the like an MVP type of the tournament, or Rookie of the Year type of, or Rookie of the Event type of award. In the past, donated an Invictus Active Trainer, which is kind of a wheelchair roller that helps with training and development. Trying to come up with something a little more exciting and for this coming year. But
when is that, Paul, in Calgary? When are you going there?
That's going to be happening the weekend of May 17th to 20th.
Well, make sure you keep us posted, because we love to support that. I think that's a great endeavor. Yeah, please let us know and we will support it. Now, you're talking about some of your products. Could you tell us about what some of those products are, and maybe later what we can do? Because obviously this is live right now. So right now we're live on Facebook and it's blowing up on pages. People are asking questions. So when we edit, I'd like to be able to maybe put some visuals, or if you have a video, into the version of our edited show so people can see some of your products. But in the meantime, maybe you could tell us what some of your products are.
Okay. Well, as mentioned, like the traditional products people might see at a health club, that's a big part of what I do, but that's mainly because that's where the majority of products sit. But when it comes to adaptive equipment, I work with a great supplier in the US called Equip Products. They make a variety of products that are tailored to individuals who are living with a disability, that can service people who use a wheelchair, people who are missing a limb or amputee, visually impaired. So things like split end skipping ropes that are weighted on each side, but by doing the skipping motion, they can kind of train their upper body, shoulders. Another brand of equipment I work with is Pro Maxima, that offer a series of adaptive strength equipment where the seats can kind of position out and allowing a wheelchair to kind of get in position to do various strength exercises. Another great brand, my primary brand, Free Motion Fitness, is one of the pioneers in cable machines and user-defined movements. A lot of their products are designed not specifically for users who are in a wheelchair or have a disability, but the nature of the design of the equipment allow for wheelchair users to approach the machine, have the ability to make adjustments, and based on the cable position that they're taking and the type of machine they're working with, train a variety of different body parts. And another of my primary brands, Stroops, they actually are designed, they actually are the masters when it comes to resistance band training. They've got different anchors, straps, attachments that can benefit people with amputee or people
There you go.
People who are training from a seated position can do a variety of exercises, from anchors to their door to a tree, various different things that are around to train various parts of their body. And that's kind of I guess a touch on some of the brands and products that I carry. But you can always do a deep dive into my website to see some of the other products.
Yeah, why don't you give out your website, and then we're going to take a quick break, but give out your website first, Paul.
Okay, my website's www.resolutionfitness.ca, just like on my shirt, Resolution Fitness, and it's .ca. Some people start looking for .com, but I tried to keep it Canadian with the .ca.
That's great. On his show today, we have owner-operator at Resolution Fitness, Paul Gabay. He tells all about his wonderful career, how he helps able people, how he helps disabled people, how he's connected to the veteran community. What we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.